Good morning, folks. It's 8:08 a.m. Monday, June 23rd. Um, Monday, June 27th. That's funny. I just started laughing before even saying that because my head's getting tweaked on right now real hard. And I also had something hanging around being stupid. So much for that. It's gone. Let me look at you. There you are. I'm feeling better. The reason why I'm bringing that up, tomorrow I'll be able to go back into making the spheres and getting them sent out. When something actually comes to my conscious brain as far as the exact energy I'm putting into it, into the stone, it's not that my head can't do it, but my emotions are in there too. When I'm cranking you up, that's one thing, but when I'm putting my energies in a stone, that's a little bit different. I'm using different feelings that I put into the stone. Okay, I match all the different frequencies that are in that stone, and I also know it's going to you. So when I make that sphere, I change it to what's best for you. Hey Herc, I love you, buddy. Want to come in? Got a nice clean bed right here. You like that one over there? Whatever you want. You're the man. I love you, buddy. Taking his outside hall corner bed. He likes that. It's right near me, but it's at the same time it's not so close that my talking bothers him. I love being next to my man. Anyway, I found out a long time ago that when I put energy in a stone or anything else, I can put it in a comb, plastic comb, doesn't matter. Doesn't hold it as well. It stays there, it's permanent, but it just doesn't absorb it. This plastic is kind of, it's like glass. When you heat sand up crystal to make glass, literally Gaia comes out of it, and it's just an inanimate object, kind of like an asteroid, part of an asteroid that comes here. The asteroid never had life on it. That's what the boronite is. It came from an asteroid or some type of material, physical mass that never had a loving mother inside it, like Gaia, planetary essence, female universal essence. And I cranked some stones, but wasn't feeling good, and someone felt it. She's very sensitive, and and she said, "Ooh, I really don't like this. Like the last one, we were playing, having fun." And I looked at it and saw why, and I said, "Huh." I said, "Okay." And so I put a lot of love and happiness into it, and it was just a whole different story. I said, "Let's try something." So I held on to the stone, and I just reached out into space, and I started flying through space, seeing everything. And I put that into the stone. This was star essonite. Star essonite is crystal. Crystal can hold memories. Okay? So I put it in her hand. She held it, and she goes, "Whoa!" And then she smiled, and she goes, "Wow! I saw stars and everything. I was traveling." It's neat what you can do. I'm not making fun of her. I'm just laughing. We had such a good time. And that was at a Waffle House, the simplest of places. Folks, happiness is something that we've had to work at all our lives. Sometimes it's delivered, but a state of calm, relaxation, and joy. They've been fed to us to keep us somewhat sane, but it's something we have to work at, trying to hold on to it when we want it for ourselves, and all that's changing. Okay. Something else that came up, popped right in my face this morning. A long time ago, I talked about, I don't know how many years, 1992 is when I started talking about it, this property here. I literally went out of my way when I got here. I went outside, relaxed, I opened up my heart, and I said, this is sanctuary. This is where all animals can come, everything can be here, and I don't want anything killing anything else and everything else. Of course, with all the animals running around, it's hard to maintain that, but I've always struggled with that. I've chased cats around that had a bird in their mouth. It's just whatever. And they're all well fed. They're all well taken care of. But the idea is for them to have a place to just be for a while. Now, I can't control it, make it a total non-kill situation in between the animals. Animals, they're so abused. They're literally pushed into the situation where they kill or be killed, and that's their life. And they die more often than anything else. So people wonder why they're so strong. Well, most people don't even know. You follow those pathetic religious books. You go right down that toilet. Open up a Bible, you got the toilet seat right there. Anyway, dominate and abuse the earth. Yeah, that's what they're doing right now with the chemtrails and everything else. Fracking. Chemicals deposited in the ocean. And, I mean, things have changed. Dolphin, big time change. Dolphin are being sourced up. They're being given some source energy. They're being given some to protect and make them stronger, okay, and help them deal with what's going on. And there's also some family members that have started coming in to have a few lives as Dolphin, source family. But their bodies are evolving. They're all being cranked up hard. Believe it or not, they have jobs on other planets coming up. A lot of them have left already. The real Anunnaki, the actual homeland, they've actually taken a lot of them to another planet. Why shouldn't they? We're slaughtering them. And everyone thinks Anunnaki are these horrible, mean things. They're stuck on the nasty, disgusting, controlling ones that are here. Okay. While we're touching on it, I shared something on Facebook about Corey Good talking to the Draco just a little bit. It was a video. I didn't watch the whole thing by any means. I just heard a little bit of it, and I said I want to post that to make a comment about the fact that Corey talks about the Draco. And then I said in another video, the Draco and not the Droc. Okay? You're at a point where you're within a few years of meeting these folks for where they start becoming in public view. Okay? You'll see a ship land. You don't see them when they actually do now, except for when they pop in and out, a little here and there. But I mean, I'm talking about an official visit. You don't see those. They'll start being some pictures taken of official visits. You'll start understanding more about what's happening around you, and then all the hype and BS is going to go crazy. It already is. It's building up. It's going to bubble up, just boil out of the kettle. That's another reason why it's important for everyone to wake up. When you see something, they're people. You've had lives in those bodies. You have to be able to feel into them. You have to be able to see them. See them with your pineal, multidimensionally as spirit. See them with your scanner, which is seeing spirit on this in this third dimension, plus a little above, a little below. Those of you that have cranked up, usually you can go about with your scanner. You can go about 2.5 above, 2.5 below. Get those glasses off. I'd knock them off. And that's because when I crank up your pineal gland and then open it up, and then I put my fingers inside your brain and change it, and then open up that new scanner field so you can see a lot better. Then I blend the two together. Because remember, the pineal field is to see multidimensionally, all over the place. Okay, once you're strong enough, used to using it, you exercise it like an arm or limb or something. Then it gets stronger. You can do more with it. Um, you can see through about almost any dimension you want. Almost any dimension you want. You're not allowed in the first. That's off limits to everybody. Okay, but the scanner is really strong. That's remote viewing, and that's where you see. Um, that's where you see in this dimension strong, a little bit above and a little bit below. But when I crank you up and I blend them together, that takes some of that pineal ability and softly feathers it into the scanner field, which lets the scanner literally start seeing that accurate, that close, that high definition over more dimensions. And then with the pineal, because I blend the pineal and scanner together, the pineal starts getting better high definition of what it's seeing multidimensionally. Now it feathers in and out. It does help immensely. So that's how a lot of you that have cranked up your scanners, you can actually see 2.5 dimensions above and 2.5 dimensions below, instead of just this dimension and then half a dimension up or half a dimension below, or 2/3, whatever, a third. It varies on the person. No one even knew about the scanner until I started telling you about it. I see all that stuff. It's my job. It's just a different kind of mop that you've got in your closet for when you want to, use it, a tool. I'm thinking like a janitor again. For me, it would be a different tool, different mop in the closet. But for you, it's a different tool in the worksheet to pull out, a different app on your computer. I want all of you to be ready for what's about to happen. Paul, Cherrick, he just hit another spot in him right now. He got strong. He's always been strong. He's a powerhouse. He's here for a reason. I want to say a whole lot more. I'm holding back for a variety of reasons. When it's time, he's going to be definitely in the public like Burju is. And Burju, let's not forget her. She's strong, so get out. Deanna, she's coming on real hard. Deanna's energy is different because it's got so much animal essence in it. But she soars. And will show. It's just time. Everything's being put together the best it can. And there's no perfect being that's doing all this. There's a fight. There's a war. You can't call it a fight. We're talking death. Damn near genocide. So things are settling down a little bit. They're still a little screwed up. You still have chaos, but it's nothing like what it was. First you had the old way of abuse, and then you had the war and chaos following it. And it'll settle down soon. Folks, there's a lot going on right now. I want you to be ready. I don't get anything out of it, except that I'm doing my job. I want to help you. The more able you are to take care of yourselves, the closer you are to being your true self, the better creation is. And what I am, that's my job, you and it. It makes sense. It's like putting on shoes to go outside, for me anyway. But the fact that I care, adds something to it. But I'm trying to break it down into a simple thought process. Simplicity is great. There's a big difference between simple and simple-minded. When people have a thought process, deterrent, something that's been done to them, I reach out to them that much more. It's like when I see souls that are only 7% negativity, they're really cool, but I'm concerned about protecting them. Their backbone isn't as strong. Some of them are, but most all of them are not. So I literally leave some of my energy on them, with them, give them energy, and then leave part of my spirit there, outside, not in the body. So something else I'm going to have to address in a minute, talking about how the spirit's put in the body. That's going to be a separate that's going to be a separate video. Now I need to make a DVD about it, whatever. But that's important, and trying to understand the two spirits inside your body and being able to try to get in contact with both of them. There's new bodies coming, like my last video I just put out, future, divination, prophecy, blah blah blah. I can't remember the names, but I know that's basically what it was about. I mentioned that there's going to be new bodies with single core, single spirit cores. There's people out there, all kinds of nuts. I can remove your chakras to make you feel better. Bull. That's like, I'm going to dam up the river so you can drink more water downriver. It's like, what? Yes, I'm going to remove the food so you can eat better. Wow, that's pretty cool. They're nuts. But what it's talking about is you'll still start having bodies that will be single core. There'll be you in a body without something else in there with you to attach to the planet. The original first being, male and female, had to do everything to keep you inside the body. If they put another part of if they put a small part of the spirit of the planet in you, it's going to grab a hold of your body and hold on with dear life. And if the two of you have flown together up and down the core, it's going to keep you in the body longer. When you want to come out, folks, when it's time for the body to die, over 99% of the time, what you are inside, you want to get the hell out of there. But the spirit of the body is trying to cling on. It keeps you in the body longer, puts you through more stress, makes your spirit grow bigger when it gets out. It's all about abuse, the whole way it was set up. The only joy you were given was enough to keep you in the damn body. These new bodies coming in, when they're energy, first you'll have single core, single spirit cores. So when it's time to leave, you'll be leaving. You'll be getting out earlier. You're going to have to learn how to have lives like that, because everyone's going to be wanting to dump the body too quick, okay? Then there's going to be things to help you. And then after that, you get settled down, but if things got so bad, you can literally drop your body and go out, okay? A lot of people say, that's ascension. I don't know, that's what's just coming. It's just you. Just stop this ascension stuff, okay? As a spirit, once you finish your life, when you're a soul, once you finish your life, you can come out and then actually go to another stage of evolution. If you're actually strong enough and ready enough and you want to, then you can actually go to these 3 stages around right now. That's evolving your spirit. Every time you have a life, you get a little stronger. You learn, you learn a little more about the stress of feelings and stuff. It's a little more understanding that you get, but it's not like, oh, I learned something new. No, you continue learning. It's like the more mathematical equations you do, even though they're very similar, or they're even the same thing, you get a little better at it, that's all. Okay? Once that settles, as that's starting to settle in, that's where you're going to wind up having the energy bodies. And at that point, 72 to 78% of all the abuse in your life that you have right now would be removed. And you'll have frustrations, things to deal with, some hardship, but no abuse. The idea is for you to grow naturally, not hard. There's very little out there that's going to be hurting you anymore, abusing you, and soon that'll really be under control. It'll be such a rarity, it'll be a joke, and when it happens, there's a price to pay, and then that thing will never be able to hurt you again. That's the whole idea of this. So anyway, we'll go there too in a little bit. Well, I guess that's about it for now. A lot of planets out there are starting to have some hardships because of this blockade that was put up by the actual Drakh. Oh, in that video, it's the Anunnaki themselves that were had so much to do with the different life forms here on this planet, not the Draco. The Draco spend most of their time flying around their ships attacking people, saying they're cool. It's not that they're not here, they are, but there's not many of them. It's the Anunnaki themselves. But this embargo that the Drakh put up has actually caused some hardship with some planets that need stuff here, from here. They'll be finding other ways to do things, but it's also going to give our planet a bargaining chip when it's time for things to get real and settle down, okay? And there is many ways, as there's, when I say many, I mean in actual numbers, there's many of us that can actually talk to the planet. You know, we're alive. Percentage-wise, it's nothing. Nowhere near 1% of this population. It's about 0.1% of this population at the most. 0.1% can actually talk to Gaia. That's sad. That needs to be 80. Not 0.1. And then people learn, they'll understand. That's part of this awakening, part of the family thing. The spirit inside this planet, Gaia, what most of us call Gaia, she's awesome. She's also a person. She has rights. It's time for family. It's time for people to become aware of who they really are, of what they are, of what's around them, what they can do, what's been done to them, and right back into the current situation to be able to see through things, see through the hype of the mass media, see through all the lies of all your governments. I said your government's going to be taken out. They are. Folks, it's not going to be a bomb, violence, riots. Don't want riots. People go out of the way to make riots so that they can get martial law. The things that run the governments will pay cash to people, literally, to start riots. The way to handle all that is for them to just die. And they will. They're going to go down. They're going to drop. Dead. Things will happen. They'll go at each other. Karma's coming back in a big way. It's already started, but it's not really cranked up yet. It will be. What I was talking about too, the two parts of the Kundalini, the part that's the planet. Folks, a lot of those spirits are really cool. Most of them are. Some of them got some issues. Some of them can mess with you. The one that was in Karen was the strongest one on the planet. There's one, the one that's in Anne is incredibly powerful. Also, the one inside me is no slouch, but there's not much of them left. Now that I have a schedule to get home, and no, not going there. It's just time. But now that that's happened, that part of him got real upset yesterday. But that part of me, whatever, got real upset. I said him because I'm literally coming from this body. It's just a natural way to talk. But it doesn't want to let go of the body, and it's really upset. Now, that energy, too, has been having so many lives for so long. All the lives on this planet, these things go into them. They don't go back into Gaia. They go up to Gaia and wait, and then Gaia releases it. They go back in the body, or they hang around their own little area. But that's it. There's a lot of stuff that I've actually pulled some stuff out of flying around, grabbing a hold of someone, getting on them, grab it, and literally take it and put it down to where there's almost nothing, and go to give it to Gaia. Excuse me. Gaia would just no. She'd start beating on it like she's trying to kill it. She didn't want anything to do with it. It's part of her energy that was released to become itself, and then what happened? It was abused by the original first being, male and female. These bodies that we've been being abused, the ones on this planet, they keep recycling too. They've been abused. Folks, I'm telling you, creation's been sick as hell, and it's going to get fixed. But those parts are crazy too. So it messed with me. This big piece of it messed with me last night. When I look at it, I see it. I just see it. I know what it is. You know, the more you wake up, the more you see frequencies. You don't have to be source to do something, folks. That's just real powerful stuff. That's all. An elephant's no better than a mouse, and a mouse can do stuff an elephant can't. Okay? It's family time. It's time for everyone to work together, and things are going to change. Things are going to get better. There's new universes getting ready to open up. They're going to literally have mostly energy bodies in them already. So it'll be interesting when it happens. There's one place. The planet's not unlike Jupiter, but except that it actually has oxygen in it. Try something or other in there too, whatever. It's got some weird stuff in there. But anyway, some of the animal essence that is already going around there, hanging around, making bodies on and off, practicing on different planets. And they're energy bodies. They're spirit, but they're in their form. It's like half animal, half human kind of thing. On a different planet, whatever human is made there, then they'll literally go there, make a body that's like animal and human for that planet. But that's how they'll be seen wherever they go, because they'll be staying in spirit form, and then they'll be living in spirit form, but they're making a body when they want, and then go out again. They're kind of like the new angels, just different. Angels were made to be servants, and that's being fixed. Okay. That's not right. Okay. So tomorrow I'll get back into the packaging and getting the spheres together and out to you. And things are getting ready to crank up kind of hard. I've been told, for a heads up, I've been told that August, the stop will, no schedules for August, and don't even look past that. So we all know that could be changed. What was able to keep me here before no longer can. What was doing it on the other side is gone, deleted. What was doing it here is now being taken care of, sued. There's everything's being, well, some of it's sued, some of it not. It's all. What I'm trying to say is it's being legally handled the way it needs to. So I've closed that door. There's nothing left to instigate anything. Not with that other piece of me out there. So everything's set. The table's being set for that final dinner. So there might be a couple. There's always a couple things that happen where someone can't make a scheduled appointment or something. You all know you don't get blown off. We take care of it. We get together. It's made to happen that way. I keep telling you, the other side controls everything, and a lot of you understand that it does, but some people. It's hard to have faith in things until you see them for yourself. Again, part of you waking up. You can't have faith in yourself the way you need to until you know who you are. Damn, it's so frustrating. There's a cycle that's been made to keep you unaware, keep you metaphysically asleep, keep your abilities dead, done. Not dead, but totally dormant. Not just that, freeze dried. Just can't let them out. I'm here to fix that, and I am. You don't need to be free. You need to be yourselves. It's like being a bird and not being able to spread your wings and fly. That's wrong. Okay, now I'm getting pissed. Let's not go there. I've worked hard for years just to get to this point, and it's nowhere near I wanted it to be, but hey man, we do what we can. And the fix is easy to see and coming. So anyway, just try to take some time to relax, please, and slow down into yourself. Just let go. Just open up. You have so much cool stuff trying to talk to you. Animal spirit guides, human spirit guides, fae spirit guides. I mean, all kinds of spirit on the other side. Folks, it's you when you're out of a body. Your friends. That's who wants to talk with you, help you. 98% of the buttheads are gone now. They're dead. Open up, man. You've never had more freedom. You've never had more free will. You've never been more protected. It's never been so easy for you to become yourself. Please, do it. Just relax. Relax, full breathing. Calm down. Think of your conscious mind as, a set of gears. Pull the pins out, let it float about 10, 20 foot above your head. It's out of the way. You're still thinking. You're fine. You're safe. Everything's cool. But it's out of the way. You don't have to worry about it. And just float down inside yourself. Just sink into yourself. It'll seem like you're going feet, but it's only inches. Into the middle of your head, where your hypothalamus and everything is. Okay, that's where you float around. I've never said that, but whatever. I don't want to say everything, but I want you to have what I know you need. People, you have no idea what's in my head. I'm trying so hard to do everything I can that's best for you, so you can have what you need to be you. But it's right around there, between the hypothalamus and the lower crown. That's where you start floating and relaxing, and that's where the energy is transmitted from the hypothalamus to the lower crown and back and forth. It's like an energy field. It almost looks like a soft combination of waves and lightning bolts that just kind of, it's like electricity. It's not a hard lightning bolt. It's like that flash lightning kind of stuff going on everywhere. That's the energy surges that are in that part of your brain. It's metaphysical energy. It's the energy that goes from one synapse to the other. Folks, this stuff is simple. You just have to see what happens when you do this, and just you go there and just relax, and just open up. And your spirit guides are in there all over the place talking to you. They'll be there. Just wait. Just give them time. You relax, you open up, and then you have to say, "Hey, yo," something. Some of them will come to you. Some of them won't. People, spirit guides are different. You know why? Because you're different. They're you when you're not in the body. It's family, folks. It's family time. You need to understand all this. All these religious books and all this crap, all this New Age garbage. Oh, it's this and you find this in the spiritual. Oh, screw that, man. It's about you. When you're in a body, out of body, it's normal. You say hi to your friend. Yo, what's happening? And then you know what? You talk when your spirit. Guess what you say? Yo, what's happening? It's the same thing, folks. There's no magic. It just is. You just have to see it. This is all about y'all. Not just you, but all of you. I love the word y'all. I get a kick out of calling myself a New York redneck, too. Anyway. I don't ever demean myself, but I'm very comfortable with who I am. I don't mind telling jokes to myself sometimes either. I don't care. I know what I am, who I am. I do what I know is right, and I do things for others. And if somebody thinks there's something wrong with that, they can go jump in a lake. Take a 20-foot drop into a lake, a dry one. Don't care. I'm purpose built. And I'm fulfilling that purpose. Almost finished. So I want to leave you all the information I can so that you have it. So when you're ready, there it is. When I leave, I'm going to leave you a nice clean mop, clean bucket, and cleaned and cleaners to go in it, fresh water. It's about you, folks. It's time for you to have the truth. Pakal, this Pinich guy, I can't say the word Quetzalcoatl. It was his name. I was a white Toltec king, whatever. I don't like the word king, but that's what it was. Pachakurinka Yupanki. Oh, I don't know. I kept saying I was going to tell you what's going on. Well, I have. And I just need to finish putting it all together. It's kind of like when you're moving out of a house, going to another one, or an apartment, going to another one. You box everything up and organize it and put tape on it. Thanks for the affirmation. It's time for me to pack stuff up. Y'all have no idea how important you are to me. You're my job. I was one of the first things ever made, or era. I'm a very, very big part of him. His primary focal point. So when I say I'm Ara, that's not completely correct. I'm his primary focal point, but I try not to get lost on that kind of wording. I'm his driver. I will be. Not yet. You got to get out of here. And I, like the first beings, we were made to be servants. Well, I do serve. I serve everyone. But I'm not a servant. Don't try to tell me what to do. That's stupid. You need help, ask. I'm there. Period. Period. Body out of body. I do everything I can. That's the one thing I will be leaving with you. So I lived for others so that they could animals, people, plants, whatever I could. I realized this creation is screwed up better than anyone. Better than anyone. There's some of you out there that have had like 4 trillion lives. That's a ton. Lily, she's had well over 8 trillion lives. Me, 10.846. That's the max. Yeah, I understand how everything happened from day one because Lily and I were there. We had the first 100 million lives, and then animals had the next 200 million lives with us. And then the other forms of essence came in. Plant essence and planetary essence were already here. So I want to do everything I can for you. Folks, I'm going to run. I love you. Lily loves you. Things are going to be better. And there's no yay, Lily, or error, or anything like that. This is about, hey, how you doing, family? Like, what's happening? Look, I can see you. You can see me? Oh, this is cool. That's what this is about. I feel you. I feel your heart. Why are you sad? You're excited. Good. Why? Feel that. Across the planet. Across the planet without a cell phone. People, you have no idea who you are and what you can do. If you ever want to drive that car, put the damn key in the ignition and turn it. And it's not hard. You can be a tired, old, aging, overweight, physically falling apart human being like myself and still come away really strong. Still become yourself. You don't need muscle, youth. Doesn't hurt to have the youth. Having a strong body, that helps too, but folks, it's not necessary. Remember, who you are as spirit is not who you are as body. It's who you are inside that body that comes out, that becomes free, and its true self again when we give up the lease vehicles. I always say this 3 or 4 times it seems before I get out of here. Folks, I love you. That's all right. I don't mind saying it a lot. Things are going to be good, and by 2020, y'all are going to start learning how to run yourselves. And you take care of yourselves. None of you are children. It's not time for you to grow up. You already have. You just don't know it yet. Not as a group. And we're going to meet our friends, family in space. And their lives, their planets, they're changing too. This isn't just the Earth, folks. This is creation-wide. How can you have such an incredibly powerful telepath and awesome person as Ta'ir, and he doesn't know all of what's been going on the other side? Although he's jam up now, but I mean, even someone with his abilities can't see it. He knows what's going on over there. He's in my head all the time. But well, we talk. I mean, I love him. His family. He's like, he's not, but he's like my son. I mean, he means so much to me, and his children the same. All of you do. All right, I better get out of here. I love you, folks, man. Have a good, and just take some quiet time to meet yourself, because it's the best thing you can do for yourself, for those around you, those you love. But it's time. It's time for you to find out who you are and to become that. And it's easier than you think. I love y'all, man. Take care.